for Beetlejuice. Let's get right to it. Action! What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D, aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. You know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to like and subscribe to us on our Alamo City Movie Talk page. And thank you for making us a part of your day. Right before we get into this review, by the way, we are letting you know as of right now that we'll be taking a little bit of a small, tiny break on the review side because we'll be going on to Disney World. So we got Disney World coming up. So we do have our other co-stars that are actually going to be doing more trailer reactions and everything. So keep that in mind, guys. We won't be doing full reviews like this one, but we'll still be able to do coverage, do full in-depth Instagram reviews, as well as doing out-of-theater reactions. So we still got that covered for you guys to let you know if it's worth your money. We want to tell you. We see movies so you don't. You know, that's what I'm saying.
You do.
Yeah, or you do. Or you watch them with us. That's awesome. Love that. Anyways, let's get right to it. Without further ado, what are we talking about today, Angela?
So this has been on our radar for a long time. It's a long time coming.
Yeah.
I love the first one. We are reviewing the sequel, the highly coveted sequel, highly anticipated sequel.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
It's been such a long time for this franchise, and I gotta admit, I never thought we would ever come back to Beetlejuice World ever again. And I want to give my point of view, my perspective of this film, because I have to admit it though, I'm not a huge Beetlejuice fan, as many people are. As far as Tim Burton goes and everything, I love Tim Burton movies. I always have an itch for him. I really do. Mars Attack. Of course, the Batman,
Corpse Bride.
Yeah, Corpse Bride, the Batman movies, Batman Forever is such a guilt. I mean, it's not a guilty pleasure for me. I think it's so great. The comedy's great. I mean, anyways, so I love Tim Burton movies for the most part. I do. I love Tim Burton movies more than I love Beetlejuice. And so, you know, when we go into this, I was all like, wait, I can't. I mean, from the get-go, we were like, holy smokes, they're making another Beetlejuice. At first, I thought it was fake news. I thought it was not real. And come to find out, we're going back into this world and everything. And not to say the stars and everything. So let's go ahead. Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, Catherine O'Hara, Jenna Ortega. And of course, we also got William Dafoe in here.
He was pretty cool.
Dude, oh my God.
He was pretty cool.
Let's talk about, we're going to talk about any spoilers, by the way. So no spoilers review, guys, by the way. So just keep that in mind. One of the things I want to take away from this movie, is it better than the first one? And I feel like that it's more wacky. This movie is definitely, when it comes to the comedy, the first one was very dry humor. We barely got any Beetlejuice, in my point of opinion. We barely got enough of him in the first one. And then we got to see the musical that came here.
That was great.
Yeah,
that was
for me, if you haven't seen the musical, you need to go see that fucking musical. I don't care what you do. Like, if you don't like musicals, if you love just the nostalgia of Beetlejuice, you need to go see that movie, because that movie, I mean, that show is fantastic. The Broadway music, it mesmerized me, and to me, I thought it was better than the original movie, the 1988 movie.
I agree. You know, the musical was different than the movie. It didn't follow that, which I liked, and I loved the songs. The songs are so creative. So again, if you are a big fan of the Beetlejuice franchise,
we recommend the
totally
musical.
Recommend it if you get a chance to. But anyways, going back to this one.
What really stood out for you, Angela?
I still really liked that it was so like Tim Burton, and as far as not just costume design and makeup, but like some of the effects that were done.
Yes,
they were very much like how they were done in the 88 film. Yeah. So I really, really enjoyed that. I really appreciate that he brought that. It wasn't just like all CGI now. It was a lot of the practical makeup and effect. Like William Dafoe's character, his character makeup was really done very well. It was really cool.
Yes. Oh my God.
It wasn't something outrageous or outlandish, but just the way that the effect was really cool. Even Monica Bellucci, like she was the ex-wife that we see in the trailer with the staples all on her face. So that was really cool too. Again, and even I think, is it Santiago Cabrera? Yeah, he played a new character, which we won't spoil.
Yeah, we won't spoil.
But again, his makeup, like, it's cool. Again, his how
was really good.
We're thrust into the land of the the dead.
The dead, yeah.
How everyone reflects kind of how they died, and it's kind of like, in a funny, humorous way, some of the makeup effects are done to reflect how they died. And it just gets so creative. The makeup's done so well. I really, really appreciated, again, the Tim Burton effect on this. I think he did such a great job. Being a sequel. Now, again, I agree with you. Did we love it as much as the first one? I will say it's not quite there for me, at least.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I still really enjoyed the film overall.
Okay. Yeah. No. So one of the things that really stood out to me that in my point of opinion, I think, okay, so I really enjoyed it more than the first one because of the nostalgia for one. For two, it was a little bit more wacky humor, more like the cartoon of Beetlejuice and everything that Kristen said, and I agree with because I cannot. I only watched one episode and I thought it was just weird and it was just it's definitely out there. It's more in your face Beetlejuice. And I love that though. That's great and everything versus the first one was more dry humor. And then also we got Danny DeVito in here. I mean, seeing all these co-stars just really really just interact with each other on camera was so good. I don't know what it is about William Dafoe, but he fucking killed it for me. Oh my God. Every time he was on camera, he was just like an actor. Like he was so great. He plays Wolf Jackson in here, which is a dead actor that passed away and everything. And
who played a cop, but
who played a cop, but it's just dead. It's so fucking clever. Tim Burton did a great job writing that character, and and that's the thing too with William Dafoe. I feel like that you just tell him what the character's about, and you just I don't know. I feel like with certain films and everything, he really just takes it. Yes, there's a script, right? There's a word choice to be reckoned there, but at the same time, though, I feel like that he has so much passion in his roles that he does that he just goes above and beyond, and he just doesn't read off the script, but he sticks to the point of the script, if that makes any sense, but not word for word, right? But he kills it out of the park here. And he really knocks it off when, especially like you already said, the makeup was done very good. A lot of his scenes are just so great, and they really stood out for me a lot. One of the letdowns is nothing against Monica, but I feel like Monica, she didn't have a huge role as I thought she would.
I really liked her character. It was super interesting, and like her powers. Yeah, because you see it in the trailer, she's obviously something more than just undead, right? Yeah. And I feel like they didn't explore that as much as they should have. And
they didn't.
It was a disappointment. Now, granted, the runtime was like an hour and 40-ish minutes.
Hour and 44 minutes.
I don't think I would have wanted them to
over 2 hours
prolong to explain her backstory, because we did get a small snippet. We got enough just to kind of understand what's going on. Yeah. But for her to be such an interesting character, I agree with you. I was a little bit let down that they didn't explore that just a tad little bit. I really liked it. She was her makeup was cool. Like I said, the staples across her face,
introductory was good too.
Her costume was great. She was really cool. I love the actress. She was really cool. And again, I would have liked to see a little bit more than her, along with Santiago's character. Yes, I would have liked to see a little bit more. And again, we're not going to spoil who he is, but I would just like to see him a little bit more. But again, I don't know if I would have liked to add 20 minutes to the movie to add these parts. So again, give and take. But again, there is a lot of characters in here, a lot of familiar faces. Like we said, Catherine O'Hara, she's back. Obviously, Winona Ryder. Yeah. Obviously, Michael Keaton, which I think he did again. Michael Keaton killed Beetlejuice. Killed it. He was great. He's so funny.
And the difference is that his humor is just so spot on to the humor that we're used to nowadays. And I just love that he brought in new jokes, new refreshed jokes. And the obsession is still there over Linda. Lydia. Yeah. And then Catherine O'Hara. Oh my God, she just fucking kills it. Oh my God. She killed it whenever I was a child, when I first saw Home Alone as the mother, and she killed it in Schitt's Creek. She's done so much projects, and I'm just like, dude, she just kills it, knocks it out of the park. And the screen time she got was spot on, amazing. She stole the show. Every time she was on camera, she was killing it. And of course, we got the great Jenna Ortega, the up and coming actress and everything. I know. What do you call it? I'm already a fan of her and everything. We both are fans.
Obviously, she's done Dark before. She's done Wednesday Addams in the show, so she's totally familiar with like the vibe. Yeah. And again, I think she fit really well. Like to be casted as Winona's daughter. Yeah, Winona Ryder's daughter. Yeah. Perfect casting. Yeah. Like she had the facial structure, and it made sense the way they went through it. And again, I really liked the chemistry between all the cast. Like I think that was great. Like I loved Winona
between the mom with Jenna, and then the daughter, and then
Catherine O'Hara,
the grandma, like the mom, and the daughter.
So it was just so funny. Again, I loved all the cast. I think all the returning cast were great. The new cast exceptional as well. overall, I really, really enjoyed this film. Now, again, did I like it as much as the first one? That's up for debate.
I'm gonna say yes. For me, I really enjoyed it more than the first one, just because we got more Beetlejuice for one. For two, it's more wacky jokes that I really did like, and then of course for three is that we got more of the nostalgia actors in here, more so in here. We got more actors and actresses in here to really upscale the first movie, and even more so, we really got to see something that was written a little bit differently and everything, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with Winona Ryder's character Lydia. I don't know if I agree.
I did not like her storyline at all.
I did not like it, but again, that's just my little tidbit there. I didn't like her storyline. That's probably the only one I didn't like. Captain O'Hara was spot on. I was just like, wow, what? I was mesmerized.
I agree. She stole the scene.
Where you find them at in the film and everything, where you find them at the point of their life, it's so good. I just did not like Lydia's character.
I like Lydia's character. I didn't like her storyline.
No story. I'm sorry. Yeah,
yes.
That's what I meant. So like, I didn't like where they started her point of story arc, or her point of story, the starting point of Beetlejuice. I didn't like that. I really didn't. I love Winona Ryder. She's fantastic in Stranger Things. She's a fantastic actress. I just didn't like where the story really took where she started in the film, and I was just like, "What? This really?" Like, it didn't make sense to me, especially if you're coming off of watching the first one. It didn't make sense to me for her to do something like that.
Well, it's just like her personality. Like, she's supposed to be like, I agree. But that's just nitpicking.
Yeah, overall, exactly. Nitpicking.
We love Winona. She's great. She's great. Again, new cast, old cast, all did great, very well. Costumes, fantastic, out of the park.
Fantastic.
Effects, fantastic.
Yes.
Overall, it's a really good film. And I think if you're a film or a fan of the first one, you're going to enjoy this one.
Oh, yeah. So definitely. We do recommend this, guys. Was this a film we deserved? Hell yes, it was. Rating 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. Angela, what are you going to give this rating?
I would give it probably... I'd probably give it a 7.5 because I didn't love it as much as the first one.
Okay.
It's right there though. It's like right there.
Okay.
But I feel like
maybe you need to rewatch it again. Maybe that's why.
I probably have to, because I think where we're sitting, I was like,
oh man, that's another story. That's another topic.
But yeah, no, I definitely want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know my dad liked the first one. We would watch it when I was growing up, and I think he probably would like it too. So I could see myself telling people to watch it. People, close loved ones that I know like the first one.
Yeah.
I know that they would probably enjoy the second one because, again, it has kind of the same humor, same effects. But yeah, I think a solid 7.5 for me, because it was such a great overall for a sequel film. It was pretty good.
And also, they went really good on the musical numbers. I really did enjoy the musical choice. It really was spot on and everything, and I love that. And again, we go back to where, like, we love the main three characters and everything, and it's so good to see Tim Burton really go back to the realm of this. It's just, I didn't think it was gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to give this a solid 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a solid 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. I really enjoyed Michael Keaton as his character, and then we got to see so much even more development with Beetlejuice. We saw more of him. We saw Lydia more as well. And then also we got to see Jenna Ortega really take the realm and be the next generation of actress, really just to come in here and be the daughter.
Astrid,
Astrid. And at the time, though, I kind of didn't like the relationship. But again, that's the main point of the story is that you're not that it's very conflicted.
Spoilers.
Yeah, we're not spoiling for you. It's a very complicated mother and daughter relationship. But I'll leave it at that, guys. But yeah, question is for you guys. What did y'all think? Let us know in comments down below. Are you going to see Beetlejuice, which I'm sure you are. Put on comments down below if you enjoyed this film. Let us know the ratings down below as well. And we do recommend this movie, obviously, guys. So thank you so much for making this a part of your day. Have a good one, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Cali Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. See you at the movies. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one. Latest.